Hey Aries, it's Jill, and today I'm going to do your mid-May relationship reading. So I thought I would start with an oracle card, and we'll get chatting about that. I'll get the other cards pulled, and then I'll change our camera angle so you can look at the cards with me and we can talk. So I thought an oracle card would be a good place to start, just to give kind of the main energy for you and whoever this relationship is this month. Hopefully everybody's having a good month. I am. Crazy like always. All right, I feel like we need to take this one. Higher ground. And my setup has changed, and I don't know if this is in focus or has something shiny on it. That's why I'll change the camera angle in a minute. So higher ground. Sometimes you have to take the high road, and I know you don't like to. Sometimes you have to remove yourself from a situation, not physically remove yourself, but mentally adjust your perspective. You're really close to a situation, you're not going to see it very well. Sometimes it's really important to pull yourself back and just take higher ground, take a higher view, take a higher, whatever it is that pulls you away from it, so you can have a larger perspective and get a bigger understanding for what's going on. And I can't keep cards in my hands. So in your relationship, if stuff's feeling tough right now, or you're not understanding why there's a problem or situation, I believe this card is just reminding us that we just have to gain perspective sometimes. And this may be you having to ask yourself some questions. Like, how do I feel about these things? How do I feel about myself? What kind of energy have I been putting into this relationship? What am I responsible for? And as I said that, the Queen of Coins came out. Jeez, I cannot hold on to anything. So you may be very focused on your career right now, Aries, or whatever you have going on in your life that brings material gain. Or you could be really just focused on your own self-health, or whatever in this physical world of ours that's garnishing your attention. And let's pull a card for them, and I'm going to pull 3 cards for suggestions, and then I'll change the camera angle. And they have the Knight of Cups. So they are in this emotional space where you're more in a physical space. They could actually be a water sign as well. And they may really need to communicate and feel connected to you and love you right now. And if you're really focused in on your career or a hobby, oh geez. You just may not be connecting with them emotionally right now because you're like, I have all this stuff I have to do. I'm going to change the camera angle. So here's you being very focused on your material world, having a good understanding of what effort it takes to create the life that you want to have. But they're over here like, I'm ready to make some movements. I'm ready to engage emotionally. I want this kind of movement and connection between us. But as you can see, this person's looking out ahead, and this person is looking down at what they're holding. So you may just be in some really different kind of energy. You're in a space where you're like, I have to stay focused on my physical world. I have to stay focused on my job or this project or whatever I'm doing. And they are just like, I want to love you. I want to give you love, and I want our love to expand and grow and move and change and those kinds of things. They have the lovers coming out right underneath it. They are choosing to love you. They are choosing to have a relationship with you. They're choosing to want to share themselves with you. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So where are you putting your focus and your perspective with this? Are you understanding that you cannot control them? You can only control your perspective. So where is your perspective right now? Again, going back to higher ground, this may be you having to be like, okay, what's the big picture though? Why am I focused on all of this? Is it because I want to share that with this person? But if they only see me focused on that and don't see me what the intent behind this is, they may feel like you're just shutting them out. Because the Hierophant's coming up in our suggestion area. So this is structure and rules and how things are set up, and possibly having someone to provide guidance to you or being held accountable for certain actions. So I feel in this reading for you, Aries, that this may just be taking time to adjust your own perspective and understand, this world's crazy turning, and I can't control any of it other than what I give my time and attention to, right? So why can't I focus on both having a healthy relationship and enjoying my physical space? Why is that a problem for me? I may have to rearrange my schedule or rearrange what I'm putting my time and energy into a little bit. I may need to really take time to let them know that the institute of our relationship means something to me. I'm really getting a sense with these two cards that this person's like, I'm just going with the flow. The wheel's going to turn and whatever happens, happens. And then this person's in a place of choice. They're actively choosing to see things in a certain way or to interact with things in a certain way. So you may have been like, yeah, this is whatever. Like, if good things come, they come. If they don't, they don't. Which, I mean, is a good place to be to an extent. But when we're talking about a relationship, that can leave the other person really feeling like you're not emotionally invested like they are. I'm really getting, this is a card of Gemini. In general, this is a water sign. I'm really getting kind of a Gemini or Scorpio feel from these cards, Aries. So if you have those people or people that exhibit those kind of personality traits in your life, that might be something to pay attention to. They need that. They need you to let them love you, if that makes sense. They need you to let them know that they can give you this and that you are appreciative of it and that you aren't just focused on like material world stuff. They may need you to go a little deeper than that, and maybe some kind of commitment in some way. And I'm not saying like run off and marry this person. I'm saying, what are you committed? Are you committed to choosing, even when things are on the bad side of this circle or the negative side or the whatever it is? If this wheel's turning and there's this opposite, there's this, there's, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't think of it. That's my life. This like polar opposite thing. Are you just willing to sit there and be like, okay, things are bad? Or are you willing to adjust your perspective? And are you willing to adjust to allow for them in your life and adjust to making a conscious choice to be actively involved in this relationship too? Because if you're not going to provide that commitment, that may be a deal breaker for them, or that may leave them feeling very unfulfilled in your relationship. Because even though you don't have bad intent, there's no negative cards here. It's not like you are like, screw this person, I don't really care about them. They just may be feeling that your lack of commitment to connecting with them in a real way, and you choosing to connect with them, the lack of that may really be playing with them. They may feel that it's a stupid game that wins stupid prizes. Like, don't play with me. Be straightforward and make the choice, or don't, to spend more time with me, because that's what I need. I need someone that's going to make a choice like I'm willing to make a choice. All right, Aries. Again, take the high ground. Pull back away from the situation mentally a little bit. Broaden your perspective on it. Try really hard to understand where they're at, or where you could adjust this relationship so you both are feeling connected. That allows you to go with the flow, but lets this person know that you are making the choice to interact with them. So hold yourself accountable. I'm just trying to think if I wanted to pull any clarifying cards or anything, but I think this is a pretty straightforward read. And I would really love to hear from you, if it resonates with you, how you feel about this, if this is playing in your life. At least give a thumbs up if you would, if this resonates with you at all. It helps me know if I'm connecting with people in a way that's allowing them to digest the information and connect to it. So thank you very much for spending time with me. If you want to see me in the future, hit the subscribe button, or follow me on one of my other social medias, and we will see you soon, Aries. Be well.